As the court pleases, my lord, I still appear on behalf of the state in this matter.
May it please the court, my lord, I still appear on behalf of the accused one, and I seem to stand in for Mr. Stephen Arain as well.
That's fine.
May it please the court.
Good morning, my lord. Dabayi, on behalf of Mr. Van Rijn in this matter.
Thank you. I've been informed that the accused are not here yet. It's unacceptable.
It's only been a week that I haven't had to speak about the Jocelyn Smith case and sentencing. But yeah, it felt like an absolute long time. So I'm excited to be back. Please go ahead, hit that like button. I'm glad to have you here. Some of you on my other case, the SENZO MEYIWA trial, did not know who Judge Ndim is. Well, let me introduce you. Okay, Judge Ndim is, well, the nickname that I kind of gave him because once upon a time, he was talking to Advocate Mkabai, and she was citing some case laws, and then he asked her, do you know who was the presiding judge? And she said no. And he responded and he said Ndim. So that's from then on I started to call him Judge Ndim, but he is actually Judge Nathan Erasmus, and he is a legal legend, okay, on these streets. And in true legendary style, so he's a legal legend for how he carries himself in court, how he's very strict on time, how he has utmost respect for everyone. There is what is known as Ubuntu inside that courtroom, whether you're an accused, whether you're the person praying outside, whether you are a guest in the courtroom. There was one time where he said, if the chairs are uncomfortable, feel free to take the blue chairs. I feel the blue chairs are more comfortable, but give priority to those who absolutely need them, because there's not enough around to go around for everyone. And at sentencing, he gave thanks to the women who were praying outside. He just has this absolute utter decorum around him. And I'm giving this intro because, you know, some of you guys haven't had a chance to watch Judge Nathan. So in case you trickle over to the show, I wanted to give you that brief introduction as to why I refer to him as Judge Ndim. I absolutely love it. He's also not to be messed with. Even after all that, after all the Ubuntu, no, he's not to be messed with. Do not mess with Judge Nathan Erasmus. And guess what they did today? Guess what Pulsemore did today? The three accused, that is Boeta, Steffy, and Kelly Smith, mother to Jocelyn Smith, who have all been found guilty of the charges, were not in court today. Technically, they were late, but Judge Rata, what a mistake. No. Judge Nathan did all the formalities, did all the admin stuff that they needed to do, and ended the session before the accused arrived. And he's upset. And he wants to know why they were late, and he wants to know why they were late, if you know what I mean. And he wants that on record. See what I mean? He's an absolutely amazing judge. The court decorum is amazing. He's highly professional, but don't mess with him. Don't mess with Judge Nathan. The three accused also thought that, you know, they were playing with him. He's a nice guy. He gives us time off. If you're sick, he's really good. He checks in if you need a pen and paper. Until they found out when Judgment Day that he was not there to play games. He just did the switch up on them. But here's the thing. So court started, and then, Advocate Swanepoel, she gave a rundown. We know that there's going to be a witness who's going to be logging in from the United States of America. It's going to be 3 a.m. for them. Court is going to resume on Tuesday, back over there in Saldanha Bay. As you know, again, Judge Nathan is for the people. And the community is not going to be able to come, all of them, to Cape Town, and he wants to make the court accessible to the community, so the court is going to the community. So they have their court that is set up They have the court that is set up in a multi-sport center. So he's confirming that everything is good to go. We are still doing it. So what is going to happen next week, Tuesday? It's going to be victim impact statements. It's going to be, if anything, that Kelly, Boeta, or Steffy want to say. It's going to be any applications that their legal representatives are going to put to the forefront. And this is what is going to help with the sentencing. It's going to take all that information into sentencing. And no, this has not got to do with RENS. RENS is going to be a separate show, according to Judge Ndim. So let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. And I'm just going to let you watch the rest of how it happened in case, there's some interesting stuff. Unfortunately, it was a short day in court. I can't believe I excused myself from the SENZO MEYIWA trial that I wasn't going to watch it today. Because of course I would choose to watch Judge Ndim. I mean, you learn a lot from him all the time. And there is no battle of the giants. The court decorum is just highly impressive. It's top notch. But court ended early, so yeah, that's to my advantage. I'm so happy about that. Unfortunately, we did get to see the accused. Maybe they were going to show up with remorse today. Imagine them arriving to court to find out court is over. You're late. You snooze, you lose. All right, here's the clip. I'll catch you on my next upload. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Bye.
Parties must ensure that the accused are on time. But in any event, there's some housekeeping we can do. And hopefully by the time we're done with that, the accused would have arrived. So I just want to confirm the readiness for Tuesday morning. We've secured the venue, everything from outside is in place. Yes, Ms. Wonderful.
Lord, I know that the probation officer's reports have been requested. I, however, have not received them. I don't know whether they are ready or when they will be available. I know that your registrar has requested those reports. From our side, we have requested the victim impact statements. They will be ready for Tuesday morning to be presented. I've also requested the expert report, which is being drafted and which will also be available. On Monday, all of these reports will be available. With the minute that I receive them, I will send them to all the parties.
And it will be shared. Do you foresee any complications?
Not at all.
From those reports?
Not at all. The only thing that I do know is the victim impact statements are drafted because it's community members, different people. They are in Afrikaans, which would be read out. So I think there would be a need for an interpreter just to translate into English.
No, the interpreter will be available.
That's the only thing from our side. No
and
complications.
The planning for the witness that will testify virtually?
Yes, my lord, I have taken that up with him. He will be available. He will be travelling to his office in order to do that. I did indicate that we usually start at 9, even 9:30. He indicated that that's early morning for him. It's no problem. He will be available.
So early morning for us will be early morning where he finds himself?
It will be about 3 o'clock in the morning, yes, my lord. But he indicated that even if it's that time, he will be available and he will. So we will just communicate. I just have to know whether, my lord, we will start with the probation officer's reports, whether those social workers will be called to testify or not. Usually they are first before the aggravation, but I will make those arrangements with Dr. van der Waart.
In the meantime, if you can provide us with the email addresses of everybody involved,
yes,
that needs to be invited, be read into the record instead of all the logistics. With the time differences, I take it is on the East Coast somewhere because you said there's a 6-hour difference.
In America, my lord, I don't exactly know.
Oh, you said 3
Yes,
o'clock and
6
9 o'clock, so that's a 6-hour
Indeed.
the difference, which will then relate to possibly on the East Coast or in that time zone. And then, Mr. Arends, are you going to call any evidence?
My lord, the only evidence that was discussed with my client, which still needs to be finalized, is whether some of his family will give evidence or not, and that hasn't been finalized yet. I am seeing him today as soon as they arrive here. It will be finalized. I do not know yet if somebody is going to give evidence on behalf of the accused one.
In that event, will you need assistance to get witnesses to court?
My lord, I don't think just one needs insistence in that respect. As I said, the only possible witness would be the accused's mother. I have contact details of her. She has my number. I'm still waiting for an answer.
Any other evidence that you're going to present?
No.
Are you aware, because you're standing in for Mr. Sivnarine, what his situation is?
My Lord, no, I haven't. I just know that Mr. Sivnarine is on leave, and if he wasn't going to be here, that I'd
No,
stand
I
in for him.
understand that. I've
Yeah,
excused him
we
on
have
a previous occasion.
No, we haven't discussed anything, his readiness.
Right.
Thank you,
Mr.
my
Kabai?
lord. We are waiting anticipation of the reports. As far as calling any further witnesses in mitigation of sentence, presently I cannot confirm so, my lord.
All right, so we were told a few days ago, my registrar has been in contact with the department. You will recall that on the last occasion, on the 9th, we've indicated the evidence was drafted. We got the information, the request was sent out immediately, and we were told, I was told by Ms. Naidu Chetty that they confirmed the reports will be available. And they said 2 days from then, so I suspect it will be here today, parties will get it, we'll do the preparation. Then starting time, ending time. I have to be back here rather sooner than later in the building. So I'm only going to allocate the 3 days. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. I thought Tuesday will start at 9:30 instead of 8:30. Simply because there will be a lot of logistics in the morning to set up the courtroom and so forth. But we'll try our best that if we can finalize most of the evidence on Tuesday. And I don't have a particular preference. Normally on sentence the defense starts, but if the state want to start and get the witness out of the way that's in the US, we'll accommodate the parties as far as possible. If you can let me have over the weekend any references that you're going to refer to. That includes authorities, academic articles. If it's not easily available online, please just send me a link or send me a copy. There won't be a lot of time for heads of argument, so I want counsel to prepare up ahead if you want to present heads of argument. Even if we have to sit late on Tuesday and Wednesday, I want to conclude the arguments for the latest Wednesday evening. And then Thursday will be the sentence. I'm looking at the defense. If you want to bring any applications for leave to appeal on the conviction and or the sentence, be ready. Because I'm going to ask you immediately whether I can hear the applications for leave to appeal. You've had the reasons for the judgment now for a long period already, so you know which parts you want to attack, so that we don't have unnecessary hearings again. Subject to the evidence that's going to be presented on sentence, I will then determine when I will have the hearing on the 204 witness and the indemnity issue. I have considered the issue on the evidence so far on record, and as things currently stand, there will be a hearing, which will be a separate hearing relating to Ms. Lombard and her legal representative, because I want to hear argument on it, on whether she should be granted indemnity or not. The accused will not be involved in that application, but that's an application we will then deal with here in Cape Town in the new term, in the third term. Can you just check whether the accused have arrived so that I can do the postponement? I note that the warrant officer is sitting at the back here. The transport to convey the accused persons to the other venues have been here since just after 8 this morning. I was told they're here. So I can't understand how we can have police officers that came from the West Coast to come to Cape Town to be on time, and the Cape Town police are not on time. And I can see warrant officer, welcome. Let's just see whether they're here. I've also checked this morning, and that's how I became aware that the transport is here, because I checked with our police officials in the building how I should structure the warrants. They then told me, no, we can do the Malmesbury Langebaan. Because all the arrangements have been put in place. I'll explain to the accused persons once they're here as to the process that will follow once we're back in Saldanha. I'm going to take a short adjournment. I'll be in the passage behind, so I'm not going up to my chambers. So the moment the accused are here, my staff can just check out. I will be with some of the judges in the passage behind. Court adjourned.
All right.
They're still not here.
I was informed that there was a problem at Horsburgh Prison, but that's really, I don't know what kind of problem. That's all I know.
I'm going to excuse the legal representatives if you have something else to do. And I will come back into court once the accused arrive. I also want an explanation from whoever can explain and take responsibility for this. And I want that evidence under oath when I come back. The court will adjourn.
All right.
I will be ready for Tuesday morning to be presented. I've also requested the expert report, which is being drafted and which will also be available. On Monday, all of these reports will be available. But the minute that I receive them, I will send them to all.
And it will be shared. Do you foresee any complications
Not at all.
from those reports?
Not at all.
And
The only thing that I do know is that the impact statements are drafted because it's community members, different people. They are in Afrikaans, which would be read out. So I think we need for the interpreter just to translate it.
no, the interpreter will be available.
That's the only thing from our side.
And the planning for the witness that will testify virtually,
Yes, my lord, I have taken that up with him. He will be available. He will be going to his office to do that. I did indicate we usually start at 9, even 9:30. He indicated that that's early morning for him. It's no problem. He will be available.
so early morning for us will be early morning where he finds himself.
It will be about 3 o'clock in the morning, yes, my lord. But he indicated that even if it's that time, he will be available and he will. So we will just communicate. I just have to know whether, my lord, we will start with the probation officer's reports, whether those social workers will be called to testify or not. Usually they are first before the aggravation, but I will make those arrangements with Dr. van der Walt.
In the meantime, if you can provide us with the email addresses of everybody involved that needs to be invited, then over the weekend or Monday we can generate the team's invite, and we will ensure that from our side we will have the setup in court ready for purposes of that year.
Well, the only additional email address is that of the expert, Dr. van der Walt, but I will provide that.
And that you will provide to the defense.
Yes, my lord, definitely. It has actually already, when I sent the previous email, but I will repeat that again. I will send it again and I will copy the defense.
So, Mr. Arendse, you can't speak for Mr. Sivnerijn insofar as it relates to the expert report. You have the discussion with him.
I haven't had any discussion with him.
Have you seen the report? Have you seen the report? Or the summary of what the expert is going to testify about? So I want the parties to engage each other as to whether it will be necessary for binge-watching evidence, if the report is available, that it can just be read into the record instead of all the logistics with the time differences. I think it is on the East Coast somewhere, because you said there's a 6-hour difference.
In America, I don't exactly know.
Oh,